The Cannabis Expo is taking place in Sandton. It's in its fourth year running, with over 100 exhibitors set up for those who will be attending. The Expo is a global marketplace for education and innovative products and businesses serving the cannabis industry and its medicinal, agricultural, financial and lifestyle aspects. Our reporter, Tshegohaco Moagi, is there. So, good morning. Good to speak to you. 4 years on that this convention has been going on, I can imagine that one of the key highlights is the innovation that you've been able to see.
Absolutely. Good morning, Hugo. So indeed, it has been 4 years that this expo has been running, and it is the largest cannabis comprehensive expo in Africa as a whole. And already people are still setting up here, Hugo. You know, people really getting into the day, trying to get in as much into the day as possible already this morning. It is expected to start at about 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock, and it is a 4-day expo, so it will run until tomorrow. Today is day 3. But let's just take a quick walk with my colleague Prince here, just so you can actually see what is taking place. So this is the entrance where they've got all the COVID-19 essentials taking place. And we're going to then take a walk this direction. So there's a lot that's taking place here, Hugo. You can see the various stalls that they've actually gotten in this particular area. Some of the people that will be exhibiting here at this expo. And just to let you know, Hugo, some of the stuff that people can expect if they come here. As you mentioned, 100 exhibitors representing the full spectrum of the cannabis industry. So that would include CBD and hemp products. They're also including sprays, including balms and clothing, and much, much more. There's also, of course, the agriculture aspect of it, of growers, farmers, industry bodies. There's also the health, wellness, and cosmetics as well of it all that people will also be able to get at this particular expo this morning. And as you can see, some of the products that have been put out here by Bark and Fiber Enterprises, and this is just one of the exhibitors at this area where we talk then, Hugo, around the issue of agriculture. It's things like this that people will then be able to find at this expo. There's also a workshop stage, and there's also a convention stage and a Freedom Festival. So the Freedom Festival is apparently the ultimate event, Hugo, for cannabis enthusiasts, providing a vibrant outdoor festival environment where visitors, delegates and exhibitors at the Cannabis Expo congregate, and this is where they just really have quite a lot of fun. So this is just what it looks like at the moment here at the Expo. Of course, people still setting up, conversations still being had about what the next plan will be and how things will move this morning here at the Sandton Convention Center.
So for the average person, cannabis, or weed as it was popularly known, was a substance that you smoked. But certainly from what you're telling us and a little bit of what we've seen, there are so many other elements to it.
Absolutely, Hugo, much more elements to it. We do know that some people actually do take cannabis for health reasons. We've heard quite a few people, I've spoken to quite a few people that would say that they've taken cannabis for health reasons, for pain most of the time. But there are other things that people can really do with cannabis. As you've heard, there's issues around health and wellness. There's also issues around agriculture, and this is something that is quite interesting for me. So as soon as the exhibitors actually arrive and they start setting up and things start moving here, we'll definitely be asking, especially the agriculture industry, as to what do they do with this cannabis and how far do they actually transport it, if they actually can transport it. You will remember, Hugo, that the government had said that you aren't allowed to actually sell cannabis, but you can have it in your home. That was the only thing that we know around the issue of cannabis and within the South African government. So it will be quite interesting to find out what more people can actually do with cannabis. We did see, my colleague and I, Prince, did see that there's something called fresh juice, which is, I'm guessing then they make juice out of the cannabis. We've also heard that people make tea out of cannabis as well. And of course then there's those cookies that people also eat. So there's a lot that people are actually doing with cannabis in this particular industry. But we'll definitely find out what more people can do with cannabis and really the benefits for those that actually take it.
So thank you so much for your time. We certainly look forward to speaking to you a little bit later on and finding out especially about the agricultural elements and certainly what employment is available, because we do know that employment is a key issue for young people in this country. Tshegohaco Moagi at the Cannabis Expo in Johannesburg. We will be chatting to her a little bit later on as soon as things get up and running.